poor person will want so many things from the government, like good wages. We want motivation. We want our governor to see us as one of the people that want to make the state honorable and comfortable for everyone.
Well, now the workers, the things today with the condition of the country where we are going, anyway, the government have decided to slash some of the days, half of the working days, should go through 3 times or 2 times a week, so that the civil servant can meet up with the financial problem now. But the state government and police, they are waiting for the federal government to give the new minimum wage. We are expecting by tomorrow that by special grace of God, Mr. President will speak on it. And you know, Labour TUC, they are betting on 444,000
workers day.
The new minimum wage, which we are expecting by tomorrow that by special grace of God, Mr. President will speak on it. And you know, Labour TUC, they are betting on 444,000 as a minimum wage, but I know they are still negotiating. By tomorrow, by special grace of God, Mr. President will give us the new minimum wage. That's what we are expecting.
They are celebrating work. Workers Day.
Workers Day. I think as workers in Nigeria, the expectation from the government, every one of us know what is happening in society. A lot of hardship here and there. It's expected that at this celebration, Labour should come up with, or the government should come up with an avenue where workers their welfare is put into consideration. The situation in the country, the hardship and all, things are skyrocketing even in the market. And even if today now they said there's increment in salary or whatsoever, at the main mention of that, market prices will even skyrocket. And the civil servants who have not even received the money will be at the receiving end. Go to the market, buy one bag of rice now at 20,000. Our salary is nothing to write home about.
Well, as a civil servant, my expectation from the government is that at least they should increase our salaries and provide cheap transportation for us. If they have a way to do it, let them just do it for us.
Well, the government, they are trying because we have comfort here where we are working. We have good comfort. But the life is not so good in terms of what we eat and how to take care of our children. School fees, increment in school fees, increment in foodstuff. So that was why I said initially that they should look into agriculture and make sure we have enough to eat. We should have enough to eat. You see? So not increasing salary, because increasing salary will cause inflation more. So they should look into those areas, and that will make people to be employed too. Open industries. They are fond of building hotels and other things. We go into industries, all those factories. All those, what is it called? The one at towards on Ichawe. There is a textile mill there. They should let it come up. And we employ people there. So how a lot is it? We don't have to depend on oil alone. We should look into other areas. I remember when we were small, we thought of cocoa, groundnut, named them. So all these things should be looked into, because very soon the oil won't be there. So what are we going to survive with?
Yes, we actually of the bargain, being on duty duty at the right time and doing that work faithfully, the work they are paid for. There's no point doing work and you're expecting a kickback, and if you are not, you don't do your work. So when they play their own part of the bargain, then the system is bound to move forward. That's my expectation. We expect them to do so, but I think we're still not getting it as such. We need to get there. Yes, the government, I think government is coming up. It was not as bad as some few time back here, but I think government should do more in terms of providing for the labor.
But what we are having as a citizen among them is not something we can record about. So what we need that this workers, let them give us a salary, a minimum wage that we can talk of. You see our boys are now everywhere going out of the country as if war. It's war, it's silent war. Hunger is part of war. When war is in the country, what can make it worse is hunger. You see what I'm telling you? So let them do what is since 14 years ago we see last minimum wage. 14 years ago. A child of 14 years is almost at secondary school. And the things are going on every day. That well are we? They say the country is not good. It's a federal government and to the state. If they do what is good, are they waiting for riot before they consider what is good? I will not human being. The resources of this country is enough for everybody.
I think it's obvious to everyone that for now, I think the government of the day is very far from reality between, with present day realities, its expectations and what it's doing for workers now. There's a lot to be done. Presently, workers in every sector, both whether at federal, state or local government, they are going through a lot in terms of the economic situation. And I think despite the governments have tried in providing palliatives and the rest, there is still a lot of gap that needs to be filled. So government has to be responsive to what workers are going through now. There is, but then there are some dimensions to it. Personally, I don't think the issue is a review of minimum wage, but rather a review to living wage. Because if you're talking of minimum wage, then minimum will be based on, yes, this is the lowest any organization can pay, but is that lowest enough for the particular worker to carry out his activities or to live his life? So I think there's a review from minimum wage. There's a need for review from minimum wage to living wage, so that workers can get what would enable them to live as humans. Because it is now, workers are working from peanuts, both from the top to the bottom. There's need for a transition from minimum wage to living wage. Well, they have people in the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Committee. Those are the professionals in it. Then there's the organized labor. Government should speak with them and look at the reality. What can government truly pay? It's not about talking about one huge amount as minimum wage or the rest. That's why I say it should be living wage. What can the government pay? So that they don't make promises and at the end of the day they cannot meet it. Because we speak, a lot of the states are not paying 30,000 naira minimum wage. So the reality must be put into all these negotiations.
As a civil servant, everything is so high. Cost of commodity, coming to office, cost of transport. So it has not been easy. But by God's grace, we are moving on. Yes. Like I read a newspaper this morning, and Edo State government has done something for their civil servants. So I'm expecting that our governor should also do the same, so that we have enough to take home. But as it is now, we don't have enough to take home. Once they pay, we have used the money because of cost of living that is so high. Once they pay, you buy and you won't have enough to take home. So I'm expecting that the governor should equally look into these wages that we are taking home, that since it's not doing us any good. So he should try and do like other governors who have made their own civil servant laugh. So it should make us smile at the end.
Workers' Day is like
Christmas Day to us. You know, our expectation is always high in a day like this. Our expectation is always high because we often expect something good from our excellent and wonderful working governor. We trust that today he's going to make a wonderful pronouncement that will gladden our hearts again. Because in every Workers' Day, the friendly Delta State governor always give us a surprise package that makes us to be happy. So today is not going to be an exception, because today we are still going to receive another wonderful pronouncement that will gladden our hearts. The governor is doing wonderfully well. Like our salary is always paid on time. No one has ever complained that he or she has not been paid. You know, even before today being Workers' Day, we have gotten an alert, which is the basic thing that a civil servant is always looking out for, and he's always up to date. So we appreciate him. I want to say a big thank you to the governor, our loving governor, the civil servant loving governor, and we pray for him that God will continue to give him wisdom, strength, knowledge to excel more. We expect more. Of course, his agenda is more, and we are saying we are expecting more.
A man who doesn't work is not expected to eat. So a man who has worked should eat. Workers in Delta State are expecting more from the government because the government has promised us more. So we expect that he does more for us.
Yes, in a few moments we will be at the Senator for the celebration of 2024 Workers' Day. We're looking forward to our own governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Okoro, to talk to us on his promise to Delta State workers. We'll see you right there. Yes,
Sure, we'll be there.
On behalf of both management and staff of Delta Broadcasting Service, DBS Asaba, and this great team, Fuma Otio Joba, Michael producer Alero Ibehoda, the cinematographers, Eunice Akborubaro, Vincent Mokobu, and Uche Uji, together with my co-host, Blessing Usiagbada. We wish you the very best of the new month. And again, we say, Happy Workers' Day. We sign off this week. Bye.